Darles a ustedes a dos invitados muy especiales. Por supuesto que sí, a la doctora Ewa Antczak y al nuestro psicoterapeuta latino Pablo Munoz. Para ellos, un fuerte aplauso. Dr. Antczak, welcome to the program.
Thank you very much for inviting me. My pleasure.
My pleasure. My pleasure. You know, tonight that's a very special night. We can share the most important information about we take care our kids in the Latino community. Pablo Munoz también está con nosotros, señoras y señores. Buenas noches, Pablo. Bienvenido al programa.
Hola, Alfredo. ¿Qué tal? Mucho gusto en saludarte.
El placer es nuestro, por supuesto, de poder compartir con dos profesionales con una vasta experiencia indiscutiblemente sobre el tema de salud emocional y qué más poder hablar sobre un tema tan interesante e importante a nivel global sobre nuestros niños, que como yo lo decía al inicio del programa, señoras y señores, pertenecen al futuro de todas las naciones del mundo. Pero por supuesto que sí, ya ustedes ya lo conocen a Pablo Munoz, pero yo quiero refrescar un poco sobre la información de la doctora Ewa Antczak que nos va a acompañar esta noche. Ella es psicóloga registrada en la provincia de Ontario. Durante muchos años ha trabajado como psicóloga infantil y juvenil en la práctica privada y en Toronto Catholic District School Board. Es autora y coautora de varios artículos de investigación y de folletos de publicidad social, propaganda para buenos corazones. Así que con ustedes voy a dejarlos al doctor Pablo Munoz y a la doctora Antczak para poder comenzar a desarrollar este temario tan importante. Adelante, Pablo, por favor.
Mil gracias, Alfredo, y bueno, para toda nuestra comunidad, vamos el día de hoy a hablar un poquito en inglés y después lo vamos a pasar todo nuevamente a español. En ese momento vamos a cambiar a inglés porque a fin de cuentas la doctora trabajamos juntos, ella se hace cargo de mis niños, entonces tengo toda la confianza en ella. Eva, how are you? Thank you so much for being here today with me and with us.
Well, thank you so much, and thank you very much to adjusting to the English, even though I know your program is mainly in Spanish. Gracias.
Thank you. Yeah, we were talking about how the kids in the Spanish-speaking community here in Canada, well, they are fluent in English, right? And they process most of the information in English. They have obviously the language at home in Spanish, but the rest of their lives is in English. So that's why I think it's very important what are you doing, and that's why I wanted to invite you today, because, well, we have been living very stressful times. It has been difficult for everyone, and we have been talking mostly about adults. But what about the kids? What you can tell us about how the kids are living these times?
You are right. We all suffered a lot, and we all talk a lot about economy or about psychological or emotional impact that this pandemic has on adults. And sometimes we forget about our children. Obviously, this is a very difficult situation and a very different situation for a lot of children. Let's start from homeschooling, online education. A lot of them miss their friends, miss their teachers, they miss routines. So absolutely children are impacted by this pandemic as well. And interestingly, we need to understand that for a lot of children, especially the younger children, it is not so easy to express their feelings. It's not so easy to come to the parent and say, you know what, I feel really sad because I miss my parents, my friends, or I feel really stressed out because I cannot go and play with my friends. Sometimes what we are observing are disturbing behaviors. And again, we should not maybe generalize, because some children will be more whining, some children will be a little bit more hyper, some children may be a little bit more. The reaction can be different, but this is very important to pay attention to signs. When we see that the child behaves in a different way, or if we see that the child is a little bit more irritable, I think it's very important for parents to maybe respond in the most possible calm, kind way to this kind of behaviors and investigate where these behaviors are coming from.
Of course, and in your expertise, you have been working with kids for a lot of years. What we can do? What will you suggest how we can support them? What techniques, what tools we have to support them at this time?
This is a very good question. Thank you for that. Let's keep in mind, parents are first teachers for their children. The way we react to stressful, difficult situation, any kind of life adversities, our children learn from us and often they mimic our behavior. So in other words, if we yell and scream because we are frustrated or angry, we can expect that our children will possibly do similar things. They will scream or throw tantrums and so on and so forth. However, if we teach children how to respond to stressful situations in a calm way, how to calm yourself down, how to challenge your negative thoughts, actually we can have much better outcome. And let's be honest, it can have a huge impact on the situation and atmosphere at home. There are several tools and strategies that we can teach our children. First of all, we need to start with ourselves, I believe, to be able to calm down and respond to the situation appropriately. At this point, I wanted to mention that just a few days ago, we released an app. It is called Alex, and this is especially designed for young children. Actually, any it's designed for children, for adolescents, and this app is for free. It can be downloaded from the website at the moment, and it's with a tool strategies, for instance, breathing exercises, how to muscle training, meditation tools, and so on and so forth. The main feature of the app is something we call journey. This is when the child talks to Alex, tell him in confidence secrets and things that bother the child, let's say any stresses that they may have in life or something bad is happening. These answers are not recorded by anyone. Nobody is listening to that. So they show in confidence their thoughts, their feelings. And what Alex does helps the child to calm down by first of all calming the body down by breathing exercises, recognizing that the child feels stressed up, and also the child is able to measure the robometer how she's feeling. And then what Alex does, he asks several questions that suppose the child. So, for instance, Alex will ask the child question: do you have proof to support your thoughts? If these are something bad will happen to me, nobody likes me, and so on and so forth. So the reason why I'm describing the app is because parents also can learn strategies and can walk the child through for the same thinking process and calming down process. So you can ask the child, are you safe at the moment? Do you think that your brain is tricking you? So in other words, there are several different tools and strategies that we can use, and this is absolutely important to practice these tools and strategies on a daily basis until it becomes a habit, until it becomes something that we can use automatically rather than thinking about it each and every time we're dealing with a difficult situation. This is one thing that we can do or use. I'm very happy that we have this tool at the moment. Other thing, and I think it is really important, children love structure and they love predictability. So we took away this structure and these routines the moment they stopped going to school. the moment they kind of they don't have to go out, they don't have to come back, they don't have a structure. And I think that this is really important for us, for parents, to bring back this structure. Of course, it will be a different way, but scheduling the day. This is the time for play activities. This is the time for learning activities, or this is the time for meals and so on and so forth. Actually can bring some kind of peace, and children can feel a little bit more safe in this kind of structure and environment.
Yeah, exactly, because it's, as you were saying, is the possibility of supporting them, to do something for them, giving them some structure. This app that we are launching, I think it's an amazing tool for them to have that support that you were mentioning, and also for the parents to connect, right? Because here we need to work together. We need to work all the therapeutic part with the parents. We need to be in sync. So, and I think this is a big opportunity for the parents to offer something to them that is very important in terms of the technology. The kids love to be in the tablet. So it's important to offer something that they can help. It's not just about the gaming. It's not just about video, right?
Absolutely. And you mentioned also something very important, connecting with children. I think, of course, pandemic is something very uncomfortable for all of us and so on and so forth. But I think this is also a great opportunity for families. And, my background is Polish. And for Polish people, just like for Latino people, as you mentioned before, family ties and our children are very important. Having this opportunity to spend time with our children absolutely is precious, especially if we do it in the right way. What I mean by that is that a lot of people are stressing out about the online schooling and online learning. And, personally, I'm not a teacher. I have some experience, but not to the point that I would say that I would do a good job teaching my children at home. So my approach was a little bit different. I decided to teach my children maybe not partially life skills, but also showing them some other opportunities, some other experiences. Let's watch opera together. Right now, they're streaming anytime.
Culture, of course.
Culture and so on online. You can visit the most beautiful gardens around the world. You can still connect with your friends and family, and even during this beautiful time, the weather is beautiful. You can go out for a walk. You can play games together outside. You can really use this time to bond with your child, and hopefully at the end of the pandemic, they can tell their friends that my mom or dad is really cool.
Sure, exactly. And Eva, unfortunately, time flies here, and then we need to start closing. First of all, again, I really, really appreciate you spending some time with us today. I will only ask you a couple of things. First, what will be your general message or something that you would like parents to hear today? And second, how they can contact you, how they can be in touch with you?
The most important message that I would like to share with parents is to listen to your children, be kind, be patient. Remember that your children learn from you. And if you need any support with either behaviors and learning difficulties with your children, or if you just want your children to learn some tools and strategies how to cope with adversities or stressful situations, you can reach us at www.corecenter.ca or call us at 647-515-4357. You can also email us. All contact information are on the website. And thank you again very much for inviting me and for allowing me to share this information with your audience.
Pablo, si te puedo interrumpir, doctora Antczak, thank you very much for the whole information that you shared tonight with the Latino community. I'm really have a pleasure, enjoy this time with us. I don't want to interrupt it, so this is why I'm giving you the time so you can fluid and explain exactly now you want to continue with talking in Spanish with Pablo with the Latino community. But again, thank you very much.